what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. But try and vote every chance I get. You can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even when it hurts. Sometimes I think though it's just getting worse.
How y'all doing, baby? It's Thursday. It's Beard Bud Friday Eve. Indeed, we have made it all the way through. We just got Friday to go, baby. And y'all know working, you're going to try to get off early on Friday anyway. So we're almost into a weekend, baby. Just hold on. We're almost there. Anyway, I hope y'all are having a good day. Anyway, get that back where it's supposed to go. How y'all doing? It's Thursday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot Family Meeting. I'm glad y'all are here. Richard Phillips was the first one to jump in the room, followed by Michael James. How's it going, brother? Jeff Curry's in the room. Mark Perkins. Pat Hunter's here. Let me see. Debbie Maria's here. Amanda Elliott. And the remixtress is with us. Tracy Tobias, my next door neighbor. I was just sitting over here on the fence just a minute ago, just talking up a storm with her. We had a nice sip of tea. Anyway. Hi, Tracy. Anyway, BW is here. Stephanie Dean, how are you, dear? Where's Jay? Where is Jay? He's out on the West Coast, or he's out there doing the business thing, I guess. Donald Ware is here. Karen Van Wyck, I am so sorry. You're indeed correct. It's not polite to keep a lady waiting, and I offer my sincere apologies. Michael Falbister is here, and by the way, it is Michael Falbister's fault that we are late. So I'm just saying. That's not my fault. It's Michael's fault. Anyway, Michael Chapik is here. It's not that Michael. Michael Falbister is the one that made us late. Anyway, Aaron Trombley, thank you, darling, for being here. I am so glad to see you. Dwayne Twizzle's here. Suzanne Jarrett, mi amiga out in California, baby. Donald Ware is here. Let me see who else. Dorothy Tyndall and Martha Oliveira are here. Amanda Elliott, BW. Let me see. I got to jump down here. Jess Coggins is here. Ken Scorepia. I know I screwed that up just right. Anyway, how are y'all doing? I see somebody in the room down there. I'm going to try to get up here real quick. As a matter of fact, Travis, if you can hear me, help me get Dave 427 up here. I want to talk to him first. But before we do, let me see. There we go. Anyway, I'm in a good mood, baby. I'm in a good mood. You know why I'm in a good mood? Because this shit's coming down, and I know it is. Every day a little crack here, a little crack there. And today it was the news out of New York that Donnie's going to have to give a deposition. Are you shitting me? If there is one thing that Donnie does not want to do is utter any words while he is under oath. You know, when Eric went in, he claimed the fifth over 500 times. You'd think that Donnie's going to set a new record, baby. He can't say anything. He's got a criminal investigation on his ass down in Manhattan. If anything he says in that civil trial could be used right over there in that criminal trial. So he's treading water, baby. Every day, a little crack. And I love to see it. And this one's pretty good size crack ever since Mazar has said, hey, we ain't going to stand up for your ass no more. Banks are starting to get a little nervous about, well, you told us you was a billionaire. I think you's lying now. We better get our money while the getting's good. There's so much that's going on that I'm looking forward to this, man. This political season, because things are going to break loose. More and more information is going to come out day by day, drip by drip by drip, and it's going to force what conservatives there are with dignity that are left to toss this baboon off the damn stage. Get him out of your damn party. Embarrass the shit out of him. Come up against him and stand up against him, because it's your only shot. Rats from a sinking ship is what this shit is. That's why Mazar's left him. Donnie was all mighty powerful and all that shit. Well, they had a chance, but now Donnie's not. And every day, fewer and fewer people are standing up for him. Hell, even his chosen candidates out there for the primaries aren't doing that well, unless they're in a deep ruby red state anyway. Anyway, I'm feeling good about it. Tonight, I want to introduce you all to somebody I just recently met, and it was my pleasure to meet him. David, are you there with us? Dave. Uh-oh, I can't hear Dave. Dave lives down here in the Coastal Bend, and Dave is the one that runs the Facebook page I told you all about. Democracy, the number 4, TX27, Democracy for Texas 27th District, and he is on a crusade to get rid of Michael Cloud, our congressman, who I've already expressed my views of the lowlife. We need to get rid of him, and David is encouraging people. David, are you with us yet? David, I can't hear you, and you're not coming through, brother. So.
I just got a message from him. He's saying his connection is pretty bad, so unfortunately he may not be able to connect tonight.
Oh, well. Well, Dave, you found your way in here, so if you can't connect tonight, pick another night, or you can come into the Blue Room later when we're all in there and have a nice time in there talking. Anyway, David has this plan where, here in District 27, the way this state is gerrymandered, we have little hope, really, of electing a Democrat in this district. There's not a lot of enthusiasm in the Democratic Party here in District 27 because of that. And without that enthusiasm, without that drive, it's hard, baby. So if you're not going to get one, well, it's an open primary. Democrats can go vote in the Republican primary if they want. Doesn't mean that they have to vote Republican in the general election. But in an open primary state, you can waltz your butt right in there and pick somebody on the ballot besides Michael Cloud, because any one of them on the ballot are going to be an upgrade from him. Ain't nobody is Trumpier than Michael Cloud. And there is one in there, and I got his name over here, but that if we got him in there, he's a moderate Republican. So it's a strategy here in District 27, and it might be a strategy in other places around Texas, that when we know we can't, we're buffaloed in. We can't do anything. The numbers are far outweigh us. But there's always a fight to be had, and David has a good argument for it. Anyway, I look up here in the room. Let's get Jeremy in here. Jeremy, are you with us?
I'm here. I have
Bill.
a story I heard. I have a story I heard last night in the Malloy show.
Right.
He was talking about. Remember back in 2006, how the post office suddenly was told they had to fund out retirement for 7 years in the future.
Yes.
Funding retirement people haven't even yet. Well, what happened was they had mentioned that what a good time it was because they were running good, surplus, making money. Maybe it was a good time to invest in electric vehicles, jump-starting the economy for that and pushing it because it's the second largest fleet in America. So the oil companies heard that and inserted that poison pill into a bill saying they had to fund retirement 7 years out, blocking it. Well,
it's always
they moved
a plan.
Now, and DeJoyce came up, elected by the president, and then they changed the position so he can't be fired by the president.
Uh-huh.
And DeJoyce just said he's going to buy 70% gas vehicles out of that fund and 30% electric.
Really?
Doing what they want to do, and they can't stop him unless they fire him. And now the Republicans in Congress said they have no problem doing away with the retirement funding requirement. It was all to block electric vehicles to protect the gas companies.
Well, hasn't that been a part of our history for a while? Protecting the oil and gas industries. We've done that real well. For years and years and years, it was the basic income from America. What little we got out of their ass was a big part. And
they may have not told it perfectly, but I put that article up on the main talk there so people can read it themselves and look through it.
Well, there you go. Y'all can check it out over there in the main discussion if you're on Discord over there, and check that story out. Let's get Ardessa in the room. Ardessa, how are you?
Yes, I'm in here. Hello.
How are you doing, dear?
Very good. Dan's coming home Saturday.
Outstanding. We're glad to hear that. It must be an improvement in his condition then if they're going to let him come home.
Well, they're good enough to come home, so
there you go.
I'm glad with that.
Well, where else is he going to get any better care than at home? That's where he wants to be.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well,
I'll do my best, that's for sure.
I know you will. Well, I'm glad you're here. Anyway, I wanted to get to Bill here because Bill is here to help me introduce tonight's Two for Blue campaign, and that is Sheri Beasley running out in North Carolina. She's running for Senate out there, and man, she's got some credentials, doesn't she, Bill?
She's quite a lady. I've known her for a while. She's been on the bench for over 20 years. She started out in the mid-'90s as a public defender attorney, and she's been she was appointed to the appellate court, and then she was in the appellate court, and then she was appointed to the North Carolina Supreme Court in 2012. She became the Chief Justice in 2018. She just retired, and she is the Democratic candidate for the U.S. Senate for North Carolina.
North Carolina is one of those states that is in play, my friend.
Buddy.
Yeah,
we're one of the 6 top swing states, and I think we got a winner this time, John. Last time we came close, but this time I think we're going to win.
Chief Justice of the North Carolina Supreme Court. That's pretty damn high. To be Chief Justice,
good,
baby.
yeah.
You're not going to get any higher credentials.
And she's fairly young. She's 56 years old.
Right.
She became a public defender right out of college, and then went from there to district court, then appellate court, then the Supreme Court, and 20-some years later, she says, "That's enough. I need to do something good for the people here in the state." And she's
Sheri Beasley.
Everybody can go to SheriBeasley.com and CHERI Beasley, BEASLEY, SheriBeasley.com. There's a quick 2 or 3 minute video introduction of her. You'll be
impressed. I'm sitting here looking at it right as you speak, Bill.
And you can even on YouTube, if you go to YouTube search and just type in her name, Sheri Beasley, there's a plethora of television interviews that she's had, both current and past, while she was Supreme Court, and then since she's running now. But she's a very impressive lady. She's not a talk person. She's a walk person. She's very hands-on. She's very hands-on. She's very involved in, even as a Chief Justice, she was very involved, not in Democratic circles, because as a judge, you have to be, nonpartisan.
Right.
But she was very involved in issues. She was very involved in women's issues, especially in this state in healthcare. My God, without her in the bench, we would have been in trouble, buddy.
Well, it sounds like she's what North Carolina and the country needs.
Yeah,
because we elect these senators in the state, but they have such an impact on national politics, baby.
Well, and especially here in this state, when 62% of North Carolina's voters are female, she's going to help. Plus the fact that we have a very large African American contingency here. We're a very melting pot state. We got a lot of people here.
In the 2020 election, it went Republican, but only by 1.3%.
Yep. That's right.
1.3%, baby. The number is slim.
Committee, I was on Sal's committee, and we only lost by 2 points.
Yeah.
So it was very close.
I think you know, even here in Texas, Bill, I'm looking at the possibility of that blue wave rising again.
I think so.
You know,
I think it's going to catch on. But I just want to say, I have a what do you call it? The conference call coming in about 10 minutes.
right, you told me about that.
Go to SheriBeasley.com, and I'm sure John will. Good the guys you are.
Yeah, we've had it up there. Let me put it up there one more time.
Talk about her the next few months. Once they moved the state, right now we have several court cases going on because of the gerrymandering, as you know.
Right.
And they moved our primary from March to the first week of March to the first week of May. So once May hits, I'll be asking you to push that button, buddy.
Oh, yeah. We're going to start. We've got a list that we want to get to. I wanted to get to Sheri Beasley tonight. Yeah.
Yep, she's a great candidate, and please take a look at her. Type her name in the YouTube search, Sheri Beasley, and go to her website. We'll watch some videos about her. She's a dynamite person. And the other good thing is we have 23 women out of 100. We have, 77 men, 23 women in the U.S. Senate. Wouldn't it be nice to have another woman and
yes.
have the first?
Have a little more equal representation within our body of politics.
And guess how many African American women there are in the Senate?
Yep. Oh,
that would be zero. Zero.
There are none.
Yeah.
So she could make she's needed in the Senate.
We would like to be number one. How fitting would that be for?
It would be.
Black women. Yeah.
And I'm telling you. There is.
Anyway, Judge Beasley, the only reason I came on from our short phone conversation about it, but please look up Sheri Beasley, and if you know anybody in North Carolina, rattle their cage and tell them.
There you go.
Well, call your local committee, get involved, knock on doors, make phone calls, whatever you got to do.
That's the key word. Get involved.
We're 4 Republicans running. They're now down to 3. There's a former governor. There's some upstart I never heard of. And then we, of course, have Ted Budd, who is Donald Trump's choice. So we got to deal with him, too.
Oh, man.
So.
The entertainment is going to be coming up, Bill. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, guys, I'll let you go. Thank you, John, for doing that. Sheri's a great candidate. I am so proud that our former Chief Justice is running for Senate. I'm just tickled, thanks. And I can't wait to go to work for her.
Outstanding, Bill. We appreciate you doing the work for her. We appreciate you being involved in this stuff, Bill. That's what it's going to take.
It's my pleasure. It's about educating people as to who their leaders are.
Yes.
Who do you want as your leader? Who do you want to lead?
What direction do you want this country to go in?
Yeah. And you have
not only our country, but your state, your locality.
When you listen to some of her state, some of her videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
The first thing you'll notice right away is she is a great listener, and when she answers, boy, you pay attention. I'm telling you, this lady is sharp. Of course, you don't get to be a chief justice.
No, you don't get to be a chief justice without. Yeah, you got to have your shit together. Yeah. There can't be any loose ends there.
Especially in the Republican state. Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Look at her. Teresa Diggum she says, I'll donate to Beasley. There you go.
Yep.
There you go. That's what it takes. That's what it takes.
Yeah. And this year, just keep your eyes and ears open and your mouth open. Talk to people. Remember, this is the year we're voting for our country, guys. It's democracy or that other shit, and we don't want that. We had 4 years. That was enough. So.
Yes, you're right, Bill. And there are so many reasons, baby. There's so many reasons.
Yep. Anyway, thanks again, John. God bless you guys for what you do. Keep working, and one of these days I'll have a full evening, and I'll sit down and shoot the shit with you.
There you go, Bill. Take care of yourself, brother. We love you. Thank you for coming in.
All right. Yeah, you bet. Take care now.
All right. Let me get a few thank yous out here real quick. The first one out to Ed Beatty Jr., who came in with a $5 donation and said, at work tonight, but in spirit. Ed, thank you very much, brother. Take care of yourself at work. Don't overwork yourself. Catch the show later. Linda Gallup came in with a $20 donation and said, "We need a 2 for Blue for Lucas Kuntz here in Missouri. He is running for Senate here. Giuliani was here a few weeks ago." Oh, that was helpful. And is backing Eric Greitens. And Josh Hawley is selling January 6th mugs with his fist pump picture on it. I saw that. Linda, thank you very much. Yes, I saw that.
That's awful.
Yes. Are you shitting me? You're proud of that crap? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Proud of it.
Makes me sicker than I am.
And it should make the people of Missouri sick. They should throw his ass out. He's not. Yes, he is. Yes, is he up? Let me check. Missouri, yeah. Look at here. Oh, come on, that's not it. That's not it. Missouri.
I believe they let him do that.
No, Roy Blunt is retiring, I think. So his seat is open. So Josh Hawley, I thought he had just gotten in there not long ago. Missouri's pretty red. Last time on the election in 2020, it went 14.4% for the Republicans. So, it's pretty solid red. But I'm not putting anything out. Trump had his day. Donnie Boy rolled in the sun. He was soaking it up. He was president of the United States. He owned a motel right down the street that people couldn't rent them damn rooms fast enough that wanted to kiss his ass. He was rolling in it, baby. But now it's time to pay the piper, baby. It's time to confess your sins, to ask for repentance. He's like any other cockroach. You're going to get him into the corner, and he can't do anything until you smash him. And I can't wait to see that day. I don't know. Everybody keeps asking me, John, when are they going to arrest him? I don't know. Not soon enough. But that's the standard answer for any of us. Not soon enough. But it's day by day, inch by inch. It's turning.
He's got to testify in New York.
Yes. This deposition in New York. How's he going to get out of this? He can't.
Yeah. He's going to try, I bet, though.
Oh, he's going to try. I'm sure. He'll probably run to the New York Supreme Court. Or was that? Am I mistaken in thinking that was already I don't think it was the New York Supreme Court. If there is another avenue, and excuse me for not knowing it in the head, he's going to take it. He'll do anything to delay this shit as much as possible, because he does not. He can't. How is he supposed to go in anywhere and raise his hand under oath and testify? Say anything. He can't. If he goes in there at all, it's going to be nothing but
lies.
He's going to take the Fifth Amendment every time you turn around.
Yep.
Yeah. It's going to be entertainment to watch this play out. Because with Mazars kicking his ass out the door, and that's going to have a ripple effect, allowing a lot of shit. And this is just the first of it. What's her? Oh shit. Tita, the district attorney in New York. James, I think there's her last name, James. She's she's determined. And he's trying to scream it's all political. No, bullshit. You've been under investigation for for Trump University, Trump Airlines, everything Trump. It's always been tied up in court. And now with the compilation of all of this, and throw in Mazars saying the last 10 years, just he's no good. Those are some major years. And Dave, are you there?
I am. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, David. How you doing, brother?
Very good, very good. I'm glad. Thank you for your patience. I was a Discord version here. I'm learning the hard way everything.
Yeah.
To switch phones.
Yeah, it's once you learn how to navigate around, it's not too bad. But be aware, Dave, that if all of a sudden you're not in the room, it's not because somebody kicked you out of the room. Discord has a bad habit of just glitches like that. And if so, as soon as I notice it, I'll get you right back in. Just throwing that out there.
I won't.
Yeah.
I won't take it personally.
No, don't take it personally. So we met. We met at the Better Will Work event here in Corpus.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
I didn't know you were going over. I didn't know you were under distress. Apparently, so later on.
It was a good thing I was wearing that mask, because I'm telling you, it was like a duck. I was trying to remain calm, but man, underneath the surface, my stomach is just churning. And I knew I couldn't leave until the speech was over. But as soon as the speech was over, it was like, I got to get air, and I got to go. Yeah. So. Well,
I don't like crowded rooms, so I kind of ducked out of there pretty quick when as soon as Beto finished. But then I turned back around and looked for you, and your cowboy hat was gone. I couldn't see anywhere, so I didn't know what was going on.
I was outside near the bushes, getting in the car, saying, "Drive me over to that truck over there, because we're leaving." I got to go. I was afraid I was going to get sick there, and you know. Now it's not. Well, thank you. Yeah, he walked right in front of me. He walked right there in front of me, and as a matter of fact, he shook Eric Olgain's hand, and Eric was standing right there next to me. And I was thinking to myself, "Oh shit, damn!" And all I could think of was, all I was thinking was, "Don't puke, don't puke, don't puke." So, anyway,
he would never forget you for sure. Then
no. But no, we were just discussing a minute ago about your idea. As well, first, let me put the plug in for your Facebook page, because we'd like for you to come down there and everybody give a like to it. It's Democracy, the number 4, TX27, right?
That's correct.
That is on Facebook, so y'all go by there and give that page a like. Yeah, one thing, David, I want to say is I like the plan, but B, more precisely, I like the fact that you're involved, that you saw something and it pissed you off. In this case, Michael Cloud, which is easy. This guy is just a worthless piece of shit in my book. He should never have disgraced the halls of Congress. Should have never have been there. And he's a sellout in my book. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, there's 146 other ones too, like you point out. But this is our guy. Like, at least
this is our guy.
A big audience all over. But it's you're an I guy, and all the people in 47th District of Texas is guy, and I can't stand it. I got to do something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And the thing I keep reminding people is that on January 7th, his last text message or Twitter message was, "Follow me to Parler. Follow me to the insurrection." It's disgusting. He's a traitor in my book, and according to the 14th Amendment, Article 14, Section 3, I'm sorry, he's not qualified. He was part of an insurrection.
Traitors don't get to run for office.
Huh?
Traitors don't get to run for office.
That's right, and that's how come everybody's watching that Cawthorn case. Out in North Carolina? Is it North Carolina? Somebody help me. Can't remember. Where's Cawthorn at? That he wants to he's running to be reelected.
I believe it's North Carolina.
Yeah.
One of the Carolinas.
Oh boy.
But hey, John, that's what I want to talk about, because it's they shouldn't be able to run for office, but they are, and they're in office.
Yes.
And I want to get them out of office. Yeah. The problem is, like you've talked about it before, we're in red districts. Most of these 147 are in very red districts.
Indeed.
So yeah, I'd vote blue. I would love to vote blue, but you got to be realistic. In the 27th and most of these other.
In the 27th district, we can vote blue all day long. It's not going to do us a damn bit of good.
It's not going to happen. So the way we do this, and that's what I'm pushing. I'm trying to get the word out. And for us, the primary is March 1st.
Right.
But it's an open primary. It's closing in on us. But there's early voting. But we got a couple weeks here to really get the message out and get people. It's open primary, so that means Democrats, unregistered people, everybody.
Anybody can vote in any primary you want.
You can only vote in one now. So if you have your heart set, if you want to get Democratic, if you plan to vote in a Democratic primary and it means something to you, well, then I'm not going to ask you to do this.
No.
But if you're a registered voter and you didn't have plans to vote in a primary, get out there and get in the Republican primary. I know it's something you might never even imagine doing, but that's how we get rid of these guys.
David, I did stop to think of me walking into my voting area up here, my district. Anyway, and asking for the Republican ballot.
It would be a first, right?
It would be a first for me, but there are a few people behind that desk that I'd like to see turn their head.
Yeah. Oh, they know you?
Oh, baby, yeah, David, they know me.
So they'd figured out real quick what was up. But hey, it's open primary.
Hey, it's open primary. You know, I'll just smile and think, well, you know, y'all are starting to win me over.
Well, they know how to play dirty. They
do all the time.
They don't hold. They pull out all the stops. They know all the tricks, and we got to start fighting back. You know, and this is the way you do it. And
this is not to impact the general election. When general election comes in, you march in there and you vote blue, baby. You vote blue.
Exactly.
But this is a way to manipulate, if you will, Michael Cloud. If he can't survive the primary, then his ass is out. He's not even on the ticket. He's gone. And that's the game, is to punish him for what he did.
The way it goes now, and the way it goes now in our district specifically is there's a runoff. The way I understand it. So if there's 4 candidates running against them. So if none of them, including Michael Cloud, gets the 50%, there's going to be a runoff between the top 2. And I assume one of those would be Michael Cloud. But then he's got to win a runoff election.
And again,
then it's going to get some attention.
Again, I think we're approaching a situation that people that are conservative, who are Republicans, they're going to have to start questioning what it means to be a conservative or a Republican. Because with Donnie, the way he's done this shit and dragged down the Republican Party into the sewer down there, there's some reckoning to be done. So this voting season is there's a lot in play, you know. And we started out with all the talking heads talking about how the Republicans have got a wash on this shit. Not so quick, baby. Not so quick. I'm thinking just the opposite myself. But anyway.
Well, like I said,
this is the real. Us.
What's that, Ardessa?
Yeah.
They're just trying to dishearten us.
Yes. Yeah. They're trying to, you know, well, they're playing the game of trying to persuade the general. Yeah. You were going to say, David?
I just wanted to say, I gave that presentation, and the what I did was I made up a PowerPoint because I just wanted to have something, you know, made up that I could send to people, because this idea I've been, you know, ever since January 6th or shortly thereafter, this idea popped into my head and has been gelling for a long time, and I finally put something together, and I gave you the paper version.
Yes.
But
I have it right here in front of me. Yeah.
Yeah. What I did just last night, because I realized this doesn't do, the paper version in your hand doesn't do anybody else any good. So what I did was I put it in the video format. So you can go to YouTube, and if you search democracy, like you just said, democracy number 4 TX 27, number 27, you get all kinds of stuff. But then you apply the filter and say channel, because I started a channel.
Oh,
and the only video. Yeah, so the only video I got up there right now is just that documentation. It's like 15 pages. Some of them are just pictures. I mean, it takes about 3 or 4 minutes to go through it. But I gave it to a few people, and one of the only feedbacks I got, she's like, "Well, it's a bit much. I didn't know." And I'm like, "If you can't read that, if you can't spend 3 or 4 minutes reading that, you're not going to go to the primary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I need motivated.
You're not in the game.
Yeah.
You're not in the game.
She's not in the game. Yeah.
Because this is pretty basic information.
But one of the big points I'm making there, John, is that these primaries don't have the turnout, right? In our district,
no.
When Eric ran against Michael Cloud, there, you got 200,000 plus people coming out and voting. But we're in an off-year election, right? It's not presidential. This is a primary even. It's less than 20,000. It's 25,000.
Yeah, this is going to be determined by a small number of people, the dedicated people that get out and do their job.
Exactly.
That's
I think if somebody had come to me with this message, if I hadn't thought of it a year ago and somebody came to me, I'd be like, hell yeah, get me. But we got to make people aware, and that's what I'm trying to do now. That's why I'm here on the show, and that's why I gave you that document, and that's why I'd like people to check out that video.
If you check out that video, you'll see a map of my district. And I'm looking at it right now, and it pisses me off because our district used to start at Corpus Christi. Start here at Corpus Christi and go down south towards Brownsville. It was a solid Democratic district. It changed because now I'm at the bottom of my district. Hell, down in Brownsville and all along the coast here, they're not in my district. Now you get up there by damn near up by Austin. It's damn near to Austin. That's a lot of countryside between me and you know, people that don't have anything to do with the coastal bend. They don't live anywhere near it. The issues affecting me aren't the same as they do in other parts of Texas. You know, it really pisses you off and highlights what it is to be gerrymandered, because it is. It's difficult, if damn near impossible, to get any Democrat elected in this district.
Well, they fight dirty, and that's why we need to get out there and vote the Republican primary.
Lie, cheat, and steal is the Republican way. And but
I tell you,
I'm thinking a redemption time's coming.
I'm so dedicated that I would like if we had their closed primary, because I was thinking about this, and I don't know the repercussions. Like, it's probably there's a bad side to it, but I would seriously go out and register Republican just to vote in the primary, and then of course vote Democrat everywhere else.
Right.
But I don't know. I think that might give them money, or that gives them.
I'm thinking
somehow.
I'm thinking this might be fun. Just go in that polling station down there and ask for the Republican primary ticket, because the lady's going to know. That lady's going to know in a heartbeat. But she can't say anything.
The other thing, if your listeners are out there and they appeal to this idea, the other big thing is that was like the last page on that presentation I gave you. Spread the word, right? Because that's the other thing. If I go out and you go out, Travis goes out, and but it's like you got to tell other people and tell them, hey, do this thing. This is an idea that a guy had. Do this thing. Let's make it happen, and tell somebody else. And then that's it. If you vote and you
get the word out and pass it around, and enough people were to, because it would be a gutsy move. But for most people, when you go to a polling station, none of those poll workers back there, they don't know squat about you. You're just Jane or Joe Blow, whatever. In my situation, it's a very small area out here, so they know me. But I could go into town and vote early, and probably nobody, maybe wouldn't know. But the one thing I like about your plan is it gets rid of Michael Cloud. And for me, in District 27 down here, that's where it lays. This is my district. This is my state. I'm represented by a treasonous congressman, a treasonous and lying sack of shit senators, a governor, his lips firmly planted on Donnie's ass, a lieutenant governor, an attorney general, you name it in this state. It's full of Republicans that are under suspicion for one thing or another. And it's disheartening. We've been blue before. So we want to take it back. And last time we came damn close. Hey, before we get too carried away here, I got two things to do. One is to thank Maria Betancourt, who came in with a $5 donation and said, hello to the Blue Dots. Maria Betancourt, hello back, baby. We're glad you're here. And thank you for that. And then I want to get to somebody else in the room here who snuck in here. Randy Peterson. Woo, pig, brother. Randy, what are you doing? What are you doing, laying out in the hot tub?
No. I'm looking out the window at everything that's white because the snow hasn't melted in 2 months. Hey, ask Travis, why is it when I get in the room that all the volume drops off my phone?
Because it's a plan. It's a conspiracy, Randy. I think Travis has got it out for you, brother. I'm sorry. He's messing with me.
I know, but it's like, okay, I get in a room and all of a sudden, as soon as
you're coming in loud and clear now.
Well, I know, but I've got this remote Bluetooth speaker. My phone actually just sort of, the volume, as soon as I get in the room, just goes where I can't hear you anymore.
There might be something in your settings that automatically detects.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm good. I'm counting the days to get back to Arkansas.
Hold on, the tech guy just entered the room.
I didn't mean to cut you off. No, I was just going to say I have no idea what could be causing that, Randy. If you're saying it's a speaker thing, that sounds like something involving your phone. I'll try to do some looking up, but I have no idea what could be causing that issue.
Okay, well, the thing is, if I turn my Bluetooth off, would that make it come through my phone better than having a separate Bluetooth speaker?
I mean, it might. I mean, it won't hurt. And then, if anything, you can just plug in some headphones or something. If you got earbuds or something, plug it into your phone. That might work better.
Fine. I got this little Walmart speaker, and I hear you fine. So it works now. It's no big worry. I know what to do now, so I got to figure it out.
Pretty badass. Badass.
Everything's good. It could be my settings. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but I can hear you now. I can hear everybody in the room. I can hear Bernadette, when she's in there, so everything's good. Everything's fine.
Good deal.
So
anyway, John, so
yes, sir.
counting the days, my sister was up on business, to visit. She didn't even come and stay at her own house. She stayed in town, and we had lunch and played a little bit of Keno and gambled a little bit and had a few cocktails, and it was good to see my sister.
Outstanding. Good. Got to visit a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it was great. And so, I went out today and fired off the 223 and the 22 and the 380 on 10 acres and just got a little bit of bullet shooting today and into the woods. And it's been great, but I'm ready to go home. I'm really ready to go home.
You ready? You had enough of that snow? Well, you get snow down in Arkansas every once in a while.
It was snowing
every year.
today down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, snowing down.
But it goes away.
Yeah, the thing is, though, here's what's great. I'm staying in $1 million house.
It's a beautiful house, too, by the way. That's a nice house.
Oh, have you seen it?
Randy, that's a nice fucking house.
It's a nice.
Let me know if you don't want to go up there and house sit next time. I can sit in that house and look at the snow out the window and just, no, I don't know. I have a bad time with snow, brother. I do. I have a rough time with snow.
My sister's going to put it on the market. It's too much work. She's in her 60s. She's done. And they're thinking about getting a place in Pensacola.
She just came back from Bora Bora. She's not thinking about she just came back from the beach, brother. Go back to the snow. It's a life-changing event if ever it was one.
Yeah, I'm living a good life in a log cabin on 10 acres. It's going to be on the market for $1.3 million, and
damn.
My sister takes care of me. I'm a happy guy. But anyway, getting back to politics, this election coming up this year is more important, I think, than the last.
Baby, there's a lot on the line. A lot that I think a lot of people don't realize.
This election this year, you think 2016 or back with Nixon or back whenever, you go back, I go back to Kennedy and all that shit. This election this time is going to tell us if the dictator has done his job or not. Has the devil put his seat up?
Yeah.
And we got to vote blue. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter who it's for, what state.
We're all going to vote blue, but we have to convince other people to vote blue. We have to convince other people to get off their ass and go vote. I think
but
just about.
Huh? This election coming up is more important than I think the last 25 years.
In the overall grand scheme of things, just think about. I'm arranging my leg up under here. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I used to sit Indian style on this chair. I still cut. I got one up there. I'm working on it. Anyway. This election is when you hear Joe Biden talking about the fighting for the soul of this country, it is so much deeper than that. We are talking about the basic systems of our government. If the Republicans take control of the House, their first move will be to impeach Joe Biden. Just ask Marjorie Taylor Greene; she'll let you know. They will do everything they can in their power to squash Joe Biden and his administration as much as they can. They will go on the attack, baby, and it will change the course of justice itself. You think if the Republicans get hold of this shit again, that they're going to be anywhere near? I'm getting that other leg up here, and I just did. Yeah, I am cross-legged.
You know what
it's like that old thing you got there now. Huh?
It'll be 3 Mile Island is what will happen to this country. That's what it'll look like. Chernobyl and 3 Mile Island.
It will be. I think it will be devastating to our national psyche. if the Republicans get back in, yeah, most of the January 6th investigation, gone, baby. It will be whitewashed over. It will be swept under the rug. You're not going to hear shit.
They'll throw in the ditch.
Yeah, and they will do their best. You know, that's what's so sad is I've watched over the years how much the Republican Party is willing to hurt this country in order to point at it and say, look how terrible things are. Look at this. Look, it's terrible here. We can't keep this up. We elect a Republican. No, that's who got your ass in there. Every time a damn Democrat comes in, we have to spend a whole lot of time cleaning up the shit that the last person just dumped all over the White House. And in this case, yes, Trump. Before that, it was W. Are you shitting me? Every time we have to come in and clean up somebody else's mess. And that's what we're in the process. Huh?
Democratic Party is basically waste management. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Waste management.
Yes, it is. We have to manage the waste that, you know,
Go in there and clean up the shit, dump the dumpsters,
exactly.
mop the floor.
Yep.
You know, just like, you know.
And in this case, we have to fumigate everything. Are you shitting me? We're talking Trump shit this time. We're not talking W shit or Reagan shit or any of that shit. No, we're talking Trump shit, the worst shit you could ever get on you.
Yeah.
And it got all within our society.
I'll let somebody else get in the room. I'm doing fine in Montana. I'm ready to get out of here. My sister's been great to me. It's been a great winter vacation, and I'm blessed to be where I'm at. You know, I'll never forget it.
I think you're both pretty lucky to have each other, your sister and you.
I am. And, you know, I'm lucky to have all this whole family, too, because, you know,
that always
like
helps.
Bill and Bernadette and everybody else and Johnny White. Everybody in this room, and Martha Oliveira and Val Rosado. Everybody in this room is just a good friend of mine. I love them all to death. And I can't wait to get back to the South, man. I got to get the hell out of this frozen motherfucker.
I can relate, brother. I'm telling you. No bueno for the cold. No bueno. Mucho frío. No, handle it pretty good.
No. Muy frío, no pinche bueno.
Mucho bueno.
Anyway, I'll let somebody else in the room. I'll listen to you. I'll get out of Discord, and I'm fine. I hope your family travels, and your
we
wife's
love you
fine,
back, brother. We love you back. You know,
brother,
hey, you know something? Before you run out the door, Randy, just I don't want to disappoint you, but also want to let you know, I was cranking in a good mood tonight, right before the show, because I love this little story about Donnie having to give a deposition in the case up in New York. So I'm feeling it, and I'm cranking it, and I'm going in there to pick out my shirt. And I picked this one. But right when I picked this one up, you know what was right behind it? My Woo Pig from Arkansas shirt. And I almost switched out. I almost switched out, brother. I was thinking, Randy's probably going to be in the room tonight. I ought to wear that. And then I thought, nah, fuck him. That's not what I thought. What?
Hey, but you know what you want to do? You got to throw that Montana Grizzly shirt in there once before I leave.
Yes, it's still in my. Yes, I'll throw that in there too. Yeah, well, that's a new one.
All right, well,
I haven't had that one that long.
The whole Blue Dot family. I love each and every one of you. Everyone's a special person in my life.
Brother, we love you too. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the winter wonderland.
Oh yeah, and it's still white outside. Yeah, it's still white outside, so I'm going to go back to the Facebook page. You all take care. Have a great evening. Love you all.
Mucho frio.
Stay warm and safe.
Take care of yourself, Randy.
All right, love you guys.
Love you too, brother. Take care. And that's the way this family is, bro. Even when he's freezing, we care about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he is. He's in Montana, baby. But he's in a beautiful place. His sister's got a beautiful home up there. And, yeah, so when Randy retired, his sister asked him to come up and do some house sitting up there, and yeah. But it's like that. Somewhere there's a poem I read somewhere about the way a Texan moves north. It was something like that, and it was the first day was look at this. It was beautiful winter wonderland. The snow is just so pretty. And day 2. And goes on and on, day 3, 4, 5. By day 10, well, the snowplow came in, buried the car I just uncovered. The snow is really getting dirtiest. It just, you turn miserable. I don't know. I have.
I saw that the other day.
For all of our Blue Dots who live up north, I admire your ability to live in those kind of conditions. Because most of them, they blow it off like it's nothing. Like, well, like, you know, Keith
I think
up there,
it's something.
Minnesota. You know, shit. What's the temperature up there where you're at, Ardessa? You're in Ohio, right?
It's 4 degrees. It's 4 degrees.
4 degrees. 4.
And it feels like -3.
4. As in single digit.
Yep.
4.
Yep, and it feels
There's not
like
a number in front of it or another number
wind.
behind it, or just 4.
No,
Yeah.
Just-
See, I don't do them single digits at all.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, I'd have to pack up and move.
I don't know. It's about
Oh.
52 here, about as far north as you can get, John.
What is it, Jeremy? You're in Vermont.
Yeah, it's 52 here, and I'm about as far north as you can get.
Really? 52? In Ardessa's 4.
It's 52.
I'm looking at the
We've
map
lost
right in front of me going,
so-
damn, that's a hell of a change in just a short distance. Well,
It's
relatively
like
short.
8:15 tomorrow. And the weatherman was saying today when he came on that some places were at a 60-degree difference from the day before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it happens.
Well, now, I don't want to.
Which had happened to us.
Today we were at 84 today. We were at 84.
Wow.
But, and we've been in the 80s the last few days. Tonight, the low will be 39 tonight. And tomorrow, I think the high is going to be like, I don't know, 60 something. So there's our winter. It's going to stay here for about 2 days. And then it will gradually warm back up into the 70s, high 70s and whatnot. And we'll be back up in the 80s. That's our winter down here in South Texas. Most of the time, a common winter is it ebbs and flows like the tides. We get a cold front that comes in. It'll stay here for maybe a week. But it'll just turn around and go back up. And you wait for the next one to come. So tonight will be
Not
one.
bad at all.
You know, the wind's been pretty brisk though. You know, but weather-wise, pretty damn good. Not like that Tony Boyd fella.
Howdy.
How you
That's
doing,
just what it
Tony?
sounded like. Oh, we're freezing up here.
You freezing?
We got an ice storm.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it was 62 yesterday. Beautiful, like springtime. Within that
Sounds
time,
great.
and well, between that time, excuse me, and about 1 o'clock this past morning, it started raining, and it rained all day today, and then it turned into ice. Around about 4 o'clock, and Paulette called me about an hour ago. She said she come out of her house, and the truck was covered. I told her, go back in the house and stay home.
Yeah.
Right. I
Go
said,
back
it's
in the
not
house.
worth it.
Look out the
And
window.
I looked out my back window, and there's some snow. All our snow had went away. It was gone.
All right.
And now tomorrow.
That's
they're talking
especially
about-
because it went somewhere and it's going to turn to ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow they're talking about 32 and sunny. So.
Hey, Papa John.
Oh, look at there's a voice. Johnny Five.
why.
Who the hell let your ass in here? Don't worry, I'll chastise him later. Go ahead.
Hey, I just
It's
want to rub it
nothing.
in at least 54 degrees. It was almost 60 today. Thank you very much.
Well, I turned the fan over there in your direction, Johnny. I hope you appreciate that. You know,
See, he had to take credit for it, didn't he?
yes, of course. Of course.
You got that weather I had
Yeah.
yesterday.
Did you do me a gal a favor? Turn it this way?
Yeah, I'll put
Go
it
ahead,
on
Robert.
oscillating. I'll oscillate it back and forth. I'll push it up there as high as I can get it, baby. Right now, ours will be knocking on the door tonight. So right now outside, it's still very nice. But sometime tonight in the morning, I'll wake up to 39. So
I wish it was
Well, you
39
keep that
here.
cold down there. Keep that cold down there, John. We're supposed to get, I think, a high in the 30s tomorrow.
two things I want to point out in the chat. Pete Briggs said he lived in Montana for 60 years. No place better. I'll tell you what, that's big sky country. It is. You look at the pictures, it's beautiful countryside up there. And then I saw this comment. Alpha Dog 510 said, water freezes at 32 degrees. Humans are made of 72% of water. I'm just saying. Water freezes at 32 and you're made up 72% of water. You know, just saying.
Hey, John, I just got a message from somebody. They said that you're buffering on YouTube. I
Am I?
know every so often.
Oh, look at there. I'm in the yellow over there. Now I'm in the red.
Yeah.
And now
It's
I'm back
crazy.
in the yellow.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with YouTube. Every time you come on, it seems like YouTube screws up or something.
Michelle was saying, that is cold. It is cold. It is cold to me. I'm a wuss. When it comes to weather, I'm a wuss. When it starts going downhill and the temperature starts dropping, yep, I'm the first one to step in. Now it's too cold. I'm staying in here. You know, I ain't doing it. I don't want to anymore. Ah, shit.
I don't blame you, John.
What runs our life?
I am umbilically connected to the temperate zone. I am meant to live under the sun and on the sand. So, anyway, what is cooking, Tony? Have you been cooking lately?
Yeah.
What are you cooking?
Today I cooked a big pot of buttered beans and ham.
Oh, there you go, brother.
Today.
It sounds so good.
I hadn't cooked them like 6 months, you know, and I was in the pantry and I said, I got this big piece of ham, you know, bone and meat in the freezer. I said, I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna doggone cook it up. And I cooked them slow for about 3.5 hours, and I put some seasonings in them, but I didn't add no salt because I knew the ham would take care of that. And I got done with it, and the meat had fell off the bones. So I picked the big bones out and tasted it. I said, man, you could serve this in a restaurant.
There you go, brother. There you go. Did you post a picture of them in food porn?
No, I didn't.
Oh, man, come on now.
Didn't. Oh, shoot, I'm going to have to go.
Where did those
I'll do it
pictures?
later on. I'll do it later on.
5.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. If I don't do it tonight, I'll do it later on. Because I put it in a big bowl and stuff and covered it and put it in the refrigerator. And I didn't think about that at the time. I'll do it tomorrow as well. I'll post one sometime.
Mama kind of complained today. She meant to take out the beans last night. She was going to do a pot of beans today, but she forgot to take them out last night and put them on the counter. Don't do that. She got to start her beans early in the morning or early, you know.
You know what I do?
Huh?
I take the beans, like I use those big baby lima beans, you
Right.
know, the white ones, and I'll take them and I'll wash them, and then I'll put 8 cups of water in a pot, hot water, okay, in a pot. I put them in the pot, and I'll run them until they boil. I'll boil them for like 2 minutes, and then I'll turn them off the heat, put the lid on them, let them sit for an hour. Then after an hour, I'll rinse them again. And then when I get done with them, then I'll put them back in the pot and put 6 cups of hot water in them, and go ahead and put my seasonings or whatever in them, and I'll let them cook on simmer low, not low, but simmer for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Oh, that's Marcia when she makes her beans. Yeah. And one thing that she does, I notice that you do, you never add cold water to your beans when they're cooking. If you have to add water, which you will, your water's going to evaporate. You're going to have to add more water to your beans. Never add cold water. Always have a pot of water on the stove that's heated up, and that way when you add water, you're not shocking your beans. Yes, that's a crucial thing. That's a crucial step.
Hear that, Johnny Fly?
In bean making. I pay attention.
You hear that, Johnny Fly?
Johnny.
Yes. I was in the middle of typing something. You know, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, could you repeat it? Because I did miss it.
Oh, look at there. You weren't paying attention. See there? No, it was all about you. We ain't going to repeat it. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Stroke my ego. Come on.
What kind of beans they make up in Pennsylvania? What kind of beans you cook up there?
Well, I don't know what that. Well, we have. They put ham in it. It's old-fashioned bean soup. But I like buying the stuff from the store, and I have to watch now because I'm diabetic. I like that Campbell's pork and beans.
Yeah.
I like them, and I like the bean soup. The Campbell's, the condensed bean soup. It's like dehydrated, and you have to add water to it.
Right.
Well, I checked the can on that, and it's like really high in calories and salt. So
my wife browns
anything I want to eat, I can't eat anymore, John. I says anything that I like anymore, I can't even eat it.
That's sad. That's sad.
It is.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be good at that. I'd probably already be dead. Well, we told him not to eat it. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna eat it anyway. And now, see, here comes the hard part. See, I've been sitting here Indian style in this chair for a while, and now all of a sudden I got. It was hard getting them up. You think it's hard getting them up?
Well, you better not get a cramp.
They're like spring-loaded. As soon as this foot hits the edge of the shin on the other way, it's going to fly, and I don't want it to. So
you just hope you don't get a cramp, man. I lay in sometimes when I get up at night, and it hits my calf or whatever. Oh my God! What did you do, John?
I just straightened my legs. That's all. Holy shit! Now that feels good. No, I often sit on the floor Indian style, cross-legged, but it's a little more difficult to do it in this chair. Anyway, my knees are about the only damn thing that keeps working. Let me do some catching up here real quick. I want to thank Maria Bentoncourt, who came back in with another $5 donation and said, how can we vote blue when our districts are being gerrymandered and we don't have representation? Welcome to my world, Maria. That's it, baby. That's what we're talking about. And that's what David was talking about, is taking that opportunity. If you're not going to get represented, then have an impact on who is going to represent you. And in this case down here, it would be going to vote in the Republican primary and at least picking the Republican that will be on the ticket that is less offensive than the traitorous asshole that we have now. That's the deal down here. Anyway, let me catch up here because Catman 56 came in with a $3 donation and makes me feel bad for him. Here in Minnesota, it's 5 degrees and dropping to minus 10 overnight. No. Thank you, Keith, for the donation, but keep that fucking temperature up there. And Jay Blend came in with a nice donation. Thank you very much, Jay. And Diana Mallory, bequeather of the Gong and Secret Squirrels, came in with a $5 donation and said, just got home. What did I miss? Everything. Well, we was talking about you mainly, but, because we noticed you wasn't here, so what better timing? Anyway, or is it just the same old chit, just a different day? Hey, Diana Mallory, guess what? Trump's got to give a deposition, baby. Trump's got to give it.
I love it.
That just made my day. Because I waited, because, news came out earlier that the judge is going to make his decision at 3 o'clock Eastern time. That's what the thing, it ended up being later, of course. But I'm sitting there waiting with bated breath. I'm outside working and got to listening to the radio outside. And because I didn't want to miss this shit. Because I knew there was only one decision to make. And that is, yes, he has to testify. He has to give a deposition.
John,
yes.
What I heard on CNN, though, they said, now Trump's going to try to appeal it.
Yes, of course he is. Of course he is.
But he can appeal it, can he? Is it not final?
If it's appealable, he's going to appeal it. He'll take it to the Supreme Court if he can. He's desperate for anything. He'll lose. He will lose because this is a civil case that the state of New York has brought against him or is investigating him on, and now it's the time to tell your side of the story here. Did you lie about shit or didn't you? It's time to do it, but he can't.
Well, we all know the answer
to
that, John.
He is incapable of telling the truth. So,
right.
If he does show up for for it sounds like my parrot. Yeah.
I think it's Randy.
Yeah, it's Randy. There's no murder going on up there, Randy, is there? Should we call 911 for you? Anyway, where was we? I forgot. Damn. No, that's it.
You're talking about Trump lying all the time?
Well, that's right. He can't do anything else. Mm-hmm. He can't. If they have him under oath, can you imagine? No,
well,
he's going to sit. He's going to sit there and take the Fifth Amendment over and over and over and over. The problem with that is, in the criminal trial or in a criminal case that's going down in the Manhattan district, if he is in the civil case, given his deposition, and he pleads the Fifth Amendment, meaning I refuse to answer on the grounds that it may incriminate me in a crime. That's what the Fifth Amendment means. You have a right to self-protect from criminal. I can't think of it. Anyway, you don't have to rat yourself out. Well, that's all good and dandy, but by doing so, The criminal court can look at that and say that is an inference towards you have committed a crime, therefore you're taking the Fifth Amendment to protect yourself from the crime that you committed. There's a legal word for it. I can't remember it right now. I wish I would have wrote it down because I heard it earlier. What's that?
John, when did being under oath prevent Donnie Trump from lying? Do you really think that would prevent him from lying?
The oath?
Yeah, do you think?
No, it won't prevent him for lying. But if you lie under oath, that's perjury, and that is a crime, and it is punishable by jail time.
Well, he'll just appeal it to get out of it.
Well, Donnie's only chance to do anything now is to appeal, but he's losing left and right. Even his own Supreme Court that he thought he had in his pocket, they're not going to stand up for his bullshit. I said that when these judges got put on the court by Trump, they don't have to be loyal to him. Once they are on the court, it gives two shits to the wind who's president.
John,
you know what I'm saying?
I bet you he's sorry he appointed.
I bet he's not too happy with Kavanaugh.
No.
Or
that has to be frustrating, John. He can't fire him.
No, they're on the court forever. That's how come a Supreme Court pick right now to replace Breyer is so important. We need the right person in there. And it's not going to change the balance of the court. But...
unless somebody else dies or whatever, who knows?
Yeah. Well, it's right for Biden to reflect a black woman for the court. That is overdue. The court needs that diversity within it. Because there ain't nothing more powerful sometimes than a black woman's voice when she gets on it, if she knows she's right, and that's what makes it powerful for any judge.
Hey, did you see that situation today? I think CNN mentioned it. There was a fight in the mall. There's a two teenage boys fighting.
Nothing.
A white one and a black one. Did
nothing
you see
points to the problems in our society more than the racial injustice that this country suffers. If you want to see systemic racism, there it was in that video. There it was in the video. When the cops enter, they don't know anything. They see a black man or black teenager and a white teenager fighting, fist fighting. That's all they know when they enter the scene. The white kid is just pulled off and pushed onto a couch and told, sit there. That's it, just sit there, that's all. While we jump on this black teenager's ass and put the knee in the handcuffs. Nothing screams what's wrong with the system more than that. Right there. And the white kid, he was handcuffed and everything. He stands up. Really? In a situation, you don't know who's who. That guy could have just pulled a gun and shot the cop in the back. But that wouldn't happen in real life. It does. And I saw the young black teenager's mother and I think she just put it out there basically as you can. If it wasn't based on racism, what was it based on? If it wasn't because of the color of their skin, of how they got treated, what was it? Because there is no other answer for that.
I think they had a son there right alongside the mother.
Yes.
Yeah,
the young man was there. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, Dwayne Drizzle, shut up. Homemade buttermilk biscuit with sausage gravy, shut up. This is in a time where we are again trying to face and come to terms with racism in this country. And you look back at the history, I get to be so disappointed because when I was young and I did hear Martin Luther King speak the words about not judging somebody by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character, that struck home with me, and it always has. It is the person's who a person is. That you make a friend or that you get along with or whatever it is. It's not the color of their skin. Are you shitting me? It's so basic, but yet it's so hard in this country. to get so many of our fellow citizens to believe in that. And it is sad when you see us moving, and I look at Trump, it's not like we ever got rid of racism. No. Police brutality towards blacks, it's been going on. The only difference is there's more cameras now. Everybody's got a camera, so anything happens, most chance that we're going to get to see it. So it changes the dynamic there. But it's what goes on every day. In this video of these two teenagers fighting, there's nothing that highlights it more. You don't need a gun battle. Just need to see
I was going to say, John, Dave 427 and Jorge Tarabyer, they were approved to come on your show. They just have to hit the accept thing. I don't know if they're aware of that.
And there's David. Jorge ain't got no excuse. Jorge's been here before.
Yeah, he has.
There he is.
There he is. Now you're in trouble, John.
Thanks for the tip. Yeah, I'm new. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you must have been bumped, and you got to accept the invitation in before you come into the room. And look at there who followed you into the room. It's Jorge Tarabyer.
Well, you know, I do get zoned sometimes and miss that.
You get stoned. What?
Jorge.
You don't do that.
Out,
that is, yeah. Mm.
Got stoned and he missed it.
I'm going to do that one of these days when they legalize it down here. I've thought a lot about it. I'm thinking about trying it when they legalize it. Which they're working on it. They're working on it.
Okay.
They're working on it.
Hey, John, we talked about that, right? One of the guys running against Cloud is for legalization.
Yes.
Republican.
As a matter of fact, David, I have his name right here. Let me see if I can get to his page here because I had difficulties getting there the other day.
I know his name, Andrew Alvarez.
There he is, Andrew Alvarez, and that is one of the things that he's for is the legalization of marijuana, which is something that this state needs to do. Yes, I liked your PowerPoint presentation there, and even right down to Alvarez's the recommendation to vote for him, because now I know who to vote for if I go in there and vote Republican. I'm just thinking to myself that might be fun.
I'm trying to answer. I was trying to predict the frequently asked questions. Like, who do I vote for? Where do I vote? But the other thing was why? Why bother? They're all the same. But that, we've already discussed that they're not all the same.
The difference is Michael Cloud.
Yeah, and you got to think. We got 147 sedition caucus members. That's the majority of the Republican Party, but that's not all of them. There was 50 of them that had some.
They're still bound together. They got no other choice but to hold on to each other. Cohorts in crime, baby. That's what they are. So, David, didn't you say you started a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I just started last night, just so that presentation that you're looking at, other people can look at, and they got to go to Democracy for TX27.
Oh man!
But you got to search. You go to YouTube, you search that, and then you got to go to filters because that's just the channel. So a bunch of stuff will come up. But if you put in the search box Democracy, the number 4 TX27, then you'll get a bunch of stuff. But if you go hit filters, which is right below it, it'll say types, and then you go channel. Are you doing it right now? It sounds like somebody's doing it right now.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm not doing it right now, but I plan on it.
I heard somebody clicking. But yeah, if you go under types, you have to go channel, and then the only thing that pops up is my channel because that's my channel, Democracy for Texas 27 or TX27, and then I only got the one video posted, and that way everybody listening can look at what you've been, that paper.
Well, you better start cranking out some videos, brother. People are going to come by. They're going to come by and they're going to want to see you.
I'm a one pony show or whatever. I'm just motivated right now. This is last year I volunteered to try to get Trump out. 2020 I was trying to get Trump out and Biden in.
Hold on, David. Hold on. Wait, while I look around and see how many ponies. Oh, wait. No, there's no ponies in this room, buddy. I'm just saying. It's you. When I spoke to you the other day, I could hear it, and you've got motivation. So yeah, if you're going to do a channel, then I'm going to try to direct people to you.
What, David? Are you on YouTube or what channel would you be on?
Well, now, Johnny, aren't we being a
channel?
Well, I'm being nosy, hey.
Nosy shit, he just said. You weren't paying attention.
I know, I'm like doing other things at the same time I'm trying to listen to hear.
Yeah, okay.
I'm multitasking.
Are you?
Just like you do.
No, you're trying to multitask. You're successful at one task.
Dude.
I'm just giving you shit.
I know you are, John. I just give it back to you.
I know. I know it.
So what do I look at under YouTube? Is it Dave 427?
No,
you want to do democracy for TX27.
Democracy, the number 4.
For Texas, yeah.
TX.
Okay.
27.
TX4.
Yeah, I think I did like your page, Dave.
Yeah, that's on Facebook. So he's got a Facebook page under the same name.
Okay.
And now he's got a YouTube channel, Democracy for Texas 27, Democracy the number 4 TX27.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, I'll have to look him up.
Search him up.
But I did like his Facebook page. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Yeah, make some videos. I'll be listening to it.
Yeah. We need another voice. We need as many voices in this fight as we could possibly get. And they are, Dave. Thank you for saying the nice things you said about our channel and what we do. But yeah, I started out in my shop just screaming, and this family has grown from that. And there are others that have found their voice that
John,
came from here.
You know what? Ever since I got to listen to you and hear your voice, I swear sometimes I'm waiting for the time that I hear you in a dream and I wake up.
You're dreaming about me? No shit.
No, I haven't dreamed about you yet, but
I'm well, then fuck off, man. Jesus, man. What are you teasing with my ass? Shit. Hold on, I got to thank you to go. Catman56 just came in with another donation and said, what would it be like if the left wing ilk played the same game the right wing GOP wing do? Point the finger at them. Indeed, play their game or play the game by their rules. And Judy came in with a $5 donation and with a bunch of blue hearts, baby. Love you back. Thank you very much. We appreciate every donation that we get. It does.
Hey, John,
it helps pay the bills.
Just be glad I didn't say you were a nightmare or something. You know what I mean?
I am some people's nightmare.
Well, maybe Donnie.
Just go down the street and ask some of them. They'll tell you real quick.
Oh, yeah, those two. Yeah.
Yeah, well, things are well. Things are good in my neighborhood, and I am glad. It has been nice and peaceful and quiet, and we want to keep it that way.
Yes, you have.
Yep. So.
You've always been a peace lover, man.
I have been.
And you have the broadcast studio now.
I do. How do you like this, Jorge? You like this shit? Huh?
Well, I
got two of Mama's. These are Mama's. These are corner units. They're glassing. There's a little door here. You get inside. Got a little light in there. Got two of them.
Jorge, he's in style now. Jorge. He's in style now, Jorge.
Got blue walls.
I still think it. Me and John, I think of him out there like with the dirt daubers out in the shop before they cleaned it up,
right
you know. And, yeah, we're very all back there, and y'all cleaned the shop up and made it kind of a set.
For a little while, it's back to a piece of shit again. No, you go out there right now, everything's in a mile. I still go out there with my iPad, and I'll do my rant out there. I was going to do one Friday. Angry man down in Corpus with wasps and half the time I was swatting them suckers away from me.
Truth, man. You're speaking the truth.
That's all you have to do with this. That's how come I'm impressed with David. Is because it's the passion, it's the drive, it's the initiative that you gotta.
What you gotta do.
There's something that happens that that's the straw, And for me it was Trump. For me, it was Trump, and the thought that I am getting freaking old, and what am I supposed to hold my tongue until I freaking die? No, not this time. I was not going to hold my tongue. I was disgusted
we're the same
by
age.
The election of this man. And nothing drove me, and we did, and there's a cost to that shit. You find out real quick. It cost me a whole lot of family and friends, a whole lot of family. And we haven't seen it in 5 years.
Me too, man.
Haven't seen it. We used to go to family reunions all the time, Christmas. Are you shitting me? Thanksgiving, never miss it. Yeah, them days is gone.
I ain't got to hang with these people.
But I'm fine with that because I'm at peace with knowing that I didn't turn my back on my country, regardless of what. And Trump, when he came on the scene, was the epitome of everything that is bad about America. Greedy, narcissistic, just all about me, lie, cheat, steal, whatever it is. Carnival Barker. It irritated me that he even had a show long before he came on there. I never would watch a show because I thought it was bullshit. It was bullshit on his part. You know, I understand they had to pick people and they had to go out and do something in business. But, you know, when he comes in there and says, you're fired, it's in the script, you asshole. You ain't got nothing to do with this show. You're just you just like every other thing he does. You know, he rents out the Trump
Show
name.
up and get the makeup.
Yeah, most of the buildings around the world that hold his name aren't his. They just lease his freaking name. You know. Yeah.
And speaking of racism, how did he get his big name? Well, he was always a name, but the birtherism.
Yeah.
I remember him from the '80s, Dave, when he was running the casinos and stuff down there. I was impressed at first. I think, man, he must have a lot of money.
That's what he.
God only knows how many people he ripped off to get to that point.
Yeah.
And he probably didn't have that much to begin with.
You see anybody else go broke running casino? Not too many.
No.
Not too many.
Yeah, how the hell do you do that?
How do you do that?
Yeah,
it's like anything else. He takes the profits from whatever he can and runs the shit out of it. That's all he's.
There's a secret to that, John. It's called other people's money.
Use other people's money, and he's still doing that right now. But that's.
Oh yeah.
I think this thing with Mazars, telling him to kiss off, that's a serious problem for him, because that's going to have a ripple effect. We haven't seen all of it yet, but we're going to see it. Banks have loaned him hundreds of millions of dollars, and all of a sudden those banks are finding out, wait a minute, you're not worth as much as you said you were. You know, they're going to rethink those loans.
Where's the Deutsche Bank?
Yeah, Deutsche Bank. Yeah, that in itself needs to be more investigated, because he had connections in Deutsche Bank, and Deutsche Bank was the one that was doling out the money to his ass all the time. Big time, baby. And now Deutsche Bank got a little, somebody in that bank knew. He had a connection. I can't remember the person's name. His banker in Deutsche Bank.
Some shit going on down there.
There's so much that, that is still yet to be reemerged. Things that we talked about, just like Deutsche Bank. We've had whole shows about it years ago. It's going to come back up. It's going to bubble back up to the surface, baby. All of it is going to be thrown out there. And I believe by the time election time comes around,
there's so much of it, John, just brain quiz. You remember when Eric Prince met the Russians down in the Seychelles Islands?
Yes, in Crete, I think.
Okay, and then the connection between the Trump's campaign and this pharmaceutical company and the Russians.
And the Russians.
Okay.
That's my book. Oh, we haven't put the book.
Okay, but the pharmaceutical company was Eric Prince's sister, who we
Betsy
all know has 7 yachts. Yeah. Okay. See.
Yeah.
It's just too much of it, man. It's just all there.
I can't help any time right now in the current with current affairs going on right now, with everything going on between Russia and Ukraine. More than once a day, more than several times a day, when that story is on the news, my mind is cutting right to, you son of a bitch. I can't help but think that Donnie had a hand in this. That Donnie has been, because he is pro-Putin. All you have to do is turn on Fox News. They're pro-Putin. It's like the Republican Party all of a sudden, well, we're on Russia's side. No, fuck you. Who? Who is? You are.
You know what? What I think about that shit, John?
I think
I think Russians do not have minorities. They're white guys.
Mostly, yes.
They're all pretty much claim to be Christians.
Yep. They fit a mold, don't they?
And there's
I'm just saying.
And there's an authoritarian leader who's hot rod dude, and the same thing's going on with the white backlash because they're hanging on to power.
Insane Tuna said
because
that Eric Prince guy is as sinister as they get. Take that to the bank.
Sinister, and Betsy DeVos is
Take that to the bank.
Okay. How bad are these guys?
They kill for money. What do you want to know?
So, John,
yeah.
John, do you think that Putin will attack? What's your view on that?
You know, I want to say yes, he's going to, but if he does, I think he's going to try to take part of the Donbas region where the Russian insurgents are fighting right now. Man, if he makes the big move, if he makes the big move to Kyiv, that's a major play, and there's going to be a lot change.
I think the world will be in chaos because they're saying it'll affect our gas prices.
Oh, it's going to affect everything. Are you shitting me? Yeah, gas prices. Yeah, oil prices will shoot the fuck up higher than they are now, and they're already high. Look what you're paying for gas now.
And they'll blame Biden for it all.
Oh, yes, they will.
You were
The
just
Republicans
thinking
will.
the same thing I was, Jorge. They will blame Biden and say, see, he caused the war.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
This is it's brinksmanship here right now, and every day we wake up to the news saying it could happen any minute now. And today there was an attack on an elementary school. Luckily, nobody got killed. There were some injuries, but they think it was a false flag attack.
But see, that's evil. Putin is so evil. They don't give a shit whether they kill kids or injure people. They don't care.
KGB, man.
Well, the world is different. He does have to worry about dead Russians, because it's not the old Russia. And when Russian soldiers go off to war, if they die, family finds out about it.
Putin is Donnie Trump's idol. He's his master, so that's why Trump admired him.
Putin has the PP tape.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
That would be true.
I do. If one exists, I bet your ass he has it. But I don't trust Trump. We never have. Ever since he came on the scene, it's been Russia, Russia, Russia. Ask him; he'll tell you. Where there's smoke, there's fire. When he got elected, one of the first thing he did was invite the Russian ambassador into the Oval Office. Into the fucking Oval Office. Never happened before. He's bragging. He's showing off.
Hey, John, don't forget to run your credits, buddy, whenever.
Oh, is it time? Well,
I don't know if it is. I just, somebody reminded me.
Oh, there you go. When you look at how he acted in Helsinki, he cowered down to Putin then. He has shown a fondness for dictators. Kim Jong-un, he loved him, had a lot of love affairs, love letters back and forth. It was a wonderful thing. That's who he admires. People who want to command, who there is no law except for them. That's what Donnie wants to be. And that's what he wants. If he would have been able to pull off this coup, my fear is that there are enough corrupt Republicans that would allow him to do it and allow him to proceed into a fascist country. Just the government and corporations run the world, baby. Shut up, keep your mouth shut, and go to work. Keep you poor, hungry, and needing a job, as I say. Yes. You'll know what the government wants you to know. That's where as much as they the Republicans scream freedom and liberty and all that shit. Are you shitting me? You're representing a party that doesn't believe in those ideals anymore.
Well, why do you think Trump called the media fake news and all of that and stuff, and that they're corrupt? And
he continually repeats it because if you repeat it over and over and over and over again, some people have a tendency to believe it.
But
we call them morons. Huh?
Well, the media called him out, and he didn't like that. They asked a tough question that he didn't want.
Oh, if they don't bow down to him, he attacks Fox News. He'll go after Fox News if Fox doesn't hold up to what he wants. Are you shitting me? It's all about Donnie. That is what is so blatantly obvious about the Republican Party's unwillingness to stand up to him. He's corrupt. He's disgusting. And you have every opportunity in the world to stand up and throw him out of your party and make the Republican Party back to what it used to be, whatever the fuck that was. Return some dignity to your party.
All I know is that, as best as I can tell, he's about the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my 50
That's a pretty damn description in my book. But he's not done yet.
That's as best as I can tell.
It doesn't matter what any of us think of him. He could give two shits whatever all of us think of him. It's what he thinks of himself. That's what counts. And that's the only thing that counts with him.
That's what I can tell, though. I know what counts to me.
Hey, but for some reason, there's too many Republican voters that are falling for this, and that's why we got to help them. They're not policing their own. That's why, I'm a broken record. I know I'm a broken record, but they won't be responsible. Let's help them get in the primary. Primary these idiots out.
What, Dave? I think somehow they're brainwashed. I cannot, in my rational mind, figure out how, when a man stands up there and says the things and does the things that he does, and how could they excuse that and say that's okay? That's our president.
I think half.
Makes no sense.
I think half of the maggot population right now is made up of one part of the rebel flag, redneck, asshole, racist, bigoted jerk that you're never going to change. That's the basic guy, and the other half made up of people that are willing to take advantage of the first half. That's what I think.
But John, I think there are good ones, and yeah, some of them are hopeless. A lot of them are hopeless. But what kills me is the good ones. That's what I deal with these. You do too, of course.
Yes.
You deal with these conservative Republicans in your life, and they're good people, and they're good people, but they support this guy.
Yeah.
Or they support the orange man. That's what.
That's hard to justify.
Well,
yeah, but
not really, because not that long ago, before Trump. Hell, I didn't know what half my neighbors, if they were Republican or Democrat at all. It didn't matter. Nobody around here was being a jerk. We all got along, and nobody had this hate that we have now. This is a different ball game nowadays. But within the Republican Party, we can see it. Well, we can see it in like the Lincoln Project, which if you haven't checked out a few of their ads here lately. I like the newest one.
About them.
Uh-oh, Donnie. Yeah, uh-oh. Mazars, let your ass go. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're rubbing it in. So there are conservatives out there that are fighting against Trumpism. And those are the ones we hope get elected, because those are the ones at least want to come back to the table and have a reasonable discussion about the issues. And nowadays, we're not talking about the issues. This is a political divide right down the center. This has nothing to do with the issues of the day or what this country needs. Now it's become attitude. It's us against them. And they're happy with that, because they think that us against them will help them, because, as we see in the Electoral College, we could win the popular vote and still lose. It depends on where those votes are. And the Republicans are playing that heartland country shit. The patriotic, the flag waving, the Bible thumping, the eagle flying by, and the music, and God bless America. That's easy to sell. It is easy to sell to the heartland. What's harder to sell is the ideals that's supposed to demonstrate that those ideals should be reflected in our society, and they're not. In that video of those two teens the one teen getting arrested, the black and the white teen, it highlights it right there for God and everybody to see. No, we're not fucking there. We're not. Anyway, we're not going to get there until as many as we could possibly get. Pay attention.
It could have been a brown kid or an Oriental kid or any other
whatever the
Pakistani
situation
kid.
was, the officers that approached the scene instantly knew that the white kid was totally innocent of anything and did not have to worry about any. Yeah, didn't have to worry about him one bit. It's that black kid. Get him. And
you know, the thing is,
or the Pakistani kid, or any kind of kid.
Well, the thing is that, you know, if that keeps happening, you know, a lot of these young white kids are going to get cocky and think, well, hell, they're not going to blame me. They're going to get the black guy.
That's exactly
what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be easier.
And they start killing people jogging in their neighborhoods and shit.
Well, yeah, it's pretty sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is sad.
Ain't it?
And it's up to every day. Oh, every day, each one of us has that opportunity to live your life right. And hopefully none of you are ever involved in any racist situation or some bullshit. But if you are, I guarantee if you stand on the right side or go stand next to somebody that's being, you will walk away with the proudest feeling in your life. I guarantee it. I've done it before because
make sure you're on the right
I'm old.
side
What are you
of
gonna
the
do? Punch me? Yeah. Yeah. You just try to live your life right every day.
Always make sure.
It's not that hard to do. None of us do it perfectly. And, you know.
And then you don't have to apologize for stuff.
That's
if
right.
You're on the right side of the
When it
fence.
comes to the big issues in life, and one of the biggest is treating your fellow man with respect. That's a big one. So try to do that. Anyway, I guess we'll wrap it up. Oh, wait. I got two more. Oh, Keith came in with two more donations and said, living through the 70s, 80s, and even at war, we were Americans who could talk with each other. Not anymore. And that's the sad part, Keith. And from no drama Obama to treason Trump, what the fuck is wrong in this nation? Keith, that's the answer, baby. We're seeking. Is what the fuck happened to us? That we are so divided in this country that we found ourselves at this point. We do have to adjust ourselves. And
watch Fox News, you'll find out what happened.
Yeah, that's the foul wind from the. Yeah, it's what we have to deal with. But every day we try to stay involved, stay informed, and be prepared to vote. On that note, happily, the whole family got our voter registration cards in the mail today. We had just called the courthouse the other day because they're pushing it a little late. You know, of course, even with that, they won't ask me for that. They'll just ask me for my driver's license. And they'll look at that, and that's it. You know, check, okay, you're on the list, there you go. They won't look at that voter registration card. But Lord have mercy, let the wrong person come in, and they'll put you through the racket. Anyway, be prepared. No matter what rode up in front of you with these recent laws, be prepared to vote. Know where your polling station is. If you can early vote, early vote. If you can request mail-in ballot, do so. Get your voice heard. That's the most important thing that me or anybody else that does this is the message. You know, David, we encourage you to use your voice in your channel if you so desire. We have Randy Kervin, we have Leo Sahaki, we have so many people, Tim Cormall, Robin Kincaid, so many people that use their voice. Huh? Who did I miss? Bill Joines, and yes, there's so many that have stepped up and used their voice, and each one is spreading that net just a little bit farther. And I couldn't be prouder of all of them, you know. But anyway, that's about it. We're going to wrap it up for the night. I want to thank everybody for coming by and visiting tonight. Johnny Fly, always a pleasure.
In the hill country.
What is it up there, Jorge? What is it? 38. It's coming 38. My way. You know it's coming my way. You could have closed the damn door up there, but no, gotta let that shit go. I know.
I couldn't stop it, man.
It's going to be here this evening. We're supposed to have a low of 39 tonight. So we're going from a high 84 to a low of 39.
Hunker down, baby.
Yeah, I know it. I'll get out the snowshoes. Crank up the snowblower.
It's supposed to Minnesota right now.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. They got courage. They got more courage than I got.
I don't know why they live there. I couldn't live there.
Because it's their state, baby. And they're proud of it, just like I am down here in Texas.
Where they're from.
That's right. It's where you're from. We're all made up a little something. Hey, Let them come down here and suffer through one of our summers. You know, that ain't going to be easy.
Yeah.
You know, it's not only the temperature, baby. You're right here on the coast. It's called humidity. Oh, you need a glass of water? Let me swoop my glass through the air, and I'll get you a glass. It's.
I lived in
I
Mississippi
tell my friends from up north, I tell them I don't know how you live like that. And they say, well, I don't know how you live in the heat like that.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
like,
what my brother says.
I don't have to shovel I do not have to shovel my truck out of the heat.
Nope. Might overheat my truck. My thermostat might go out or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Jorge.
You don't have to shovel.
Thank you, brother, for coming by and visiting tonight. We appreciate it tremendously.
I love you, man.
I love you back, brother. How's Nan doing, by the way?
I've been seeing you. Well, yeah, you know, it's first of the year and we're just struggling with tax issues and things.
Always fun.
And medical trips and stuff. And
we'll just do what you got to do, brother.
We're headed.
Yeah.
I actually have something here for you.
Oh yeah.
For your set. But
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get down to the coast and bring it to you.
Holler about me when you get close.
Well, we'll be heading that way at some point here. I think maybe.
If you hit the road, just call me. Let me know you're on the road.
Okay.
Right.
We love you, man.
We love you back, brother. Take care of yourself and tell Dan I said hello.
Always, man.
Always. And Tony Boyd. Tony, thank you for coming by, brother. We appreciate it. I bet the beans were delicious. I mean, you're cooking like that. Don't forget the food porn, buddy. Let's post a picture in there so we can all enjoy the picture. But,
I look forward to that.
Yeah. Tony, we appreciate your voice, brother.
Before we go.
Yeah.
Before we go. Ardessa, a question
Yes?
for you. See that picture you put up there on food porn? It looked like a piece of cake to me.
It did?
Yeah.
It was vegetable soup.
Oh, no. The other one.
Oh. The other one?
You said yours came out to be a brownie?
I don't remember
What are we
that.
talking about here? Y'all making brownies? What kind of brownies? What's in the brownies?
My grandkids did.
Came up, let me see here, right here.
I can't look while we're on the show.
It was on the 13th of this month, and it said, you had Ardessa on there, and it says, mine look like brownies, and it's a picture of it looks like a piece of chocolate cake. Said I had, whoever put that on there, whoever put it on there said, I had this delicious omelet this morning. I seasoned it with eggs and sugar, oil, and chocolate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that now.
I don't know. That was weird. I said, well.
Come join the Blue Dot family on Discord. There's no telling what you're going to find out. We got food porn. We got all sorts of stuff over here. Come check us out, man.
And that's what I had for breakfast.
Oh, okay.
I did brownies for breakfast.
I did croissants and sausages.
They were good, too.
This morning.
All right. That's all. I just wondered. Yeah, I'll put some more pictures up for you guys. And
yeah,
I do look.
Yeah, make us all hungry. Thank you, Tony.
Thanks. I
We appreciate it.
Okay.
Tell Paulette we said hello, babe.
I will. I sure will.
And Ardessa, thank you, baby, for coming by and visiting this evening. We're so tickled to death Dan gets to come home.
Yep, but guess what?
Huh?
I just got an update on what it's going to be tonight.
What?
Going to get down to -10. With one of those little minus signs in front of it.
Is that all?
Keep talking. Go ahead.
Yeah,
how cold is it going to be? Darling, stay warm tonight. Stay warm. That's cold.
John's way. He wants
No. Let's don't say we did. Let's don't say we did. Anyway, thank you, Ardessa, for coming in tonight. And David, I'm glad you came by. I'm glad you got in the room. I hope we're going to direct some. I encourage you if you're going to, have a YouTube channel, brother. Use that voice.
Yep.
Yeah, you're staring to the camera blindly. The weirdest thing is you're in the room, but once you get going, man, it's like your own little speech you got going on. It'll rattle off. I know it will.
Direct your anger, people. Direct your anger.
That's it. Direct your anger.
Get these nasty Republicans out and get some slightly less nasty Republicans in.
There you go. Less nasty Republicans. We can live with them. David, thank you for coming by and visiting, brother. And we want to thank Bill Joins earlier for coming in. We appreciate that. And Randy Peterson up in Montana, brother. We appreciate your voice coming in and visiting with you. I can't wait to get back down in Arkansas where the warm weather is. Anyway, I want to thank everybody on YouTube, on Facebook for coming by and spending your time with us. Time is precious, and we appreciate every ounce that you get to come spend over here with me and the family. Anyway, mañana, Friday, Beer and Bud Friday. So please prepare, appropriately. Put the beer on the ice and have a bud ready to go in the bowl. And we'll be live tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the evening. It's going to be me in the chat, baby. Me in the Facebook and YouTube chat right in front of me. We'll try to do it that. And we'll just keep that up until it just becomes a natural thing. We're going to hit little bumps and everything while we try to figure it out because I liked it. I enjoyed it. So tomorrow we will be talking to the chat. Not you, Johnny. I said the chat.
No, I was going to say the last show you had was great. I was following it. I loved it.
Did it go okay? Because I'm a little nervous about it,
Yeah, right. You're nervous, all right. Mm-hmm.
I totally missed
buddy,
it.
if you only knew, really. If you only knew, I'll tell you what. I've told y'all before, honestly, about this shit. There's good things to it. There's not so good things to it. You will gain a lot of new friends. You will gain a lot of new friends and find your comfort in that, and make personal connections and so much more. But you will lose. You will lose some friends and family because what comes out of your mouth can't be took back. And,
you know what, John?
And some people don't like you to stand on your convictions. They don't.
The more friends, it will outdo the people that don't like you.
I think it makes your chest go out just a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm not going to compromise on the shit I believe in. I did take an oath, and I still believe in that oath. This is my freaking country.
Good for you.
And I'm not going to stand by and be silent while faux patriots try to claim it as their own. I won't stand for it. So use your voice when you can. Anyway.
Amen.
Thank you all for being here. Remember, the best thing you can do tomorrow is try to put a smile on your face and try to put a smile on somebody else's face. It makes them wonder what the hell you're up to. You got to be planning some shit if you're trying to make me smile. Anyway, it's the best thing you can do for your health. I love you. Take care of yourself. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. And we will be live tomorrow at 6 o'clock Central Time for Beer and Bud Friday.